Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen laid out some of the changes he wants to make to the state's education system. Pillen, along with Nebraska lawmakers, introduced a three-bill package. The first bill would increase funding to $1,500 per student. Another bill would provide property tax relief while also attempting to retain teachers through grants for career and tech education programs. Lastly, legislation introduced would limit district spending at a 3% annual increase. However, the school board could override it, or it could go to a vote of district residents. Pillen said the plan was to make sure the state didn't quit on our kids.
I think it's really, really important so that we never forget about a kid, and that education can be on the offense, and that we can start attracting great young people for careers in education.
Tomorrow morning, Pillen will be announcing his tax relief agenda plan and will give more details on how he plans to cut property taxes.